So you've been applying to tons and tons of jobs, and yet no interviews, no callbacks. I'm going to be telling you all the things you are probably doing wrong and the different ways that you can fix it to help you increase your chances of getting a callback or an interview after you make your application. First, you need to understand that research have shown that you have less than 10% chance of landing an interview after you make an application, and for some people that number is as low as 0%. So what exactly might be the reason why you are not getting a callback or an interview call after you made your application? Here are the reasons. One, you have a very poor CV. Yes, it's obvious there's probably a lot of videos out there on how you can improve on your CV, but this is still top on the list because as someone who have recruited a lot of UX designers, in the last 2 to 3 months, I have reviewed over 100 CVs, and it's mind-boggling the number of silly mistakes that I found on these CVs. And I can say that more than 70% of these CVs are filled with silly mistakes that can be avoidable. I'm going to run through some of these mistakes that I found while reviewing designer's CV, especially for junior or entry-level roles. Number one is if your CV lacks a job title. Now, this seems like a very basic knowledge, but this is something I find all the time. Number two is no portfolio link on your CV. As a UX designer, your portfolio is very important. Number three would be having all the important contact information on your CV, like your email address. Imagine if a recruiter sees you and kind of likes your work, but they have no means of reaching you. Number four would be your job experience or the project you've done should be on your CV. The last thing will be proper formatting that is easily readable by the recruiter, right? So if you've been able to achieve all of this, then you're on the right track. You can see that these are basic information and basic knowledge. And even as simple as this, people still miss out on them. So if you're an entry-level designer who has been getting a lot of rejection, make sure to cross-check your CV to make sure it meets all of these requirements. Now, going to the second reason why you're probably getting a lot of rejections is a poor UX design portfolio. The UX design field now is very competitive, right? We have AI doing things that UX designers can do. So the barrier for entry or the barrier to mastery is now a lot higher than it used to be over the years. So having a really good portfolio design or having really good projects on your portfolio will help you stand out among other designers. So that's the second thing that you're probably doing wrong that's killing your chances of getting an interview or a callback. The third most important reason why you're probably not getting calls or interview is that the job you're applying for doesn't match your experience. Now, this can happen in two ways. One is the fact that the niche or the industry that you're applying for is different from the industry you have knowledge in. It's a very common practice now for industries to look for people who already have experience in their niche. So if it's an e-commerce company looking for designers, they most likely would appreciate a designer who has an experience in e-commerce. So if it's a gaming industry, they're probably going to prioritize candidates who have experience in gaming design. So you want to try as much as possible to tailor your resume or tailor your CV to the industry that you have the most experience in, right? And it's not enough for you to match the experience. You also need to match the years of experience that is required. Sometimes on this job description, you can see that they are requiring 2, 3, 5 years of experience. You want to make sure you're within the range of the job requirements so that you stand a higher chance, right? Don't just go ahead to apply to tons and tons of jobs. Make sure the job requirements meets your skill set. So that's the third reason why you're probably not getting callbacks or interview, because you just don't match the required experience that they are looking for. The fourth reason is probably because you're outdated, you're not following trends, or you are not being updated with industry standard or what's going on in the industry. If you've noticed now, UX design niche is becoming more of a generalist niche where you're not just required to design, you're also required to have some form of development experience with tools like Framer, with tools like Webflow, with AI tools coming up now with Claude. We have Claude integrating with Webflow, we have Claude Design. All of these tools are becoming a requirement for UX designers. And this might not be asked in like an interview, but just looking at your portfolio, looking at the variety of projects on your portfolio, looking at your skill sets, they can already tell how much you know and how much you've been able to explore as a designer. This can also reflect on how much you can grow and learn and be dynamic and think outside of the box. These are all qualities that are required. So the ability for you to learn fast, learn new tools, new technology, and stay up to date with UX design trends will definitely increase your chances of getting callbacks or interviews whenever you make an application. So the last reason why I believe you're not getting any callbacks or any interviews is because you keep doing what everyone else is doing. Now everyone is going on LinkedIn, everyone is just applying through LinkedIn jobs, but you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But you need to take it up a notch and do something different. What can you do differently? Try as much as possible to reach out to the HR or the recruiting team of the job that you're applying for and try to send them a personal message and try to get in touch with them. You can also explore other job options. I'm sure if you use any of the search engine or AI, they're going to recommend the top job platforms within your country or region. Make sure you take advantage of other job platforms and don't just rely only on LinkedIn. Now, one way you can stand out and be unique is by creating an intro video and attaching it to your resume. This is a common practice I have seen recently and it is a game changer. But make sure whatever it is that is on that video is very important and it attracts the recruiter attention. It could be a brief introduction of yourself. It could also be a problem that you've solved that is actually very challenging and you're impressed with the solution. So these are the different ways or the different things that you're probably doing that is reducing your chances or completely killing your chances of getting a callback or an interview after you've made your applications. And if you take into account all of these feedbacks and try to implement them in the different areas of your application process, I believe that your chances of getting a callback or an interview will increase by a significant margin. Now, I understand that getting everything right can be challenging and this is quite a lot of information. So in order to make this easier for you, you can book a mentorship session with me on ADP List. I'm going to be leaving a link to book a session in the description section. So make sure to book a session with me if you're interested in gaining clarity in any of these things that we've talked about. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two. Make sure to hit subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell so that you get more videos like this whenever they drop. Bye for now, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video.